Hello everyone. Oh man, start of the day. Just did my first order of the day. And some emotions came up. Because it's a place I delivered to. It happened to be where when my grandma passed away. She was my best friend. So, boy, it was a little tough. And while these videos are meant for like progress reporting and stuff, I also, for writing and whatever, but it's also meant for just progress report in life. My working out and my reading, the writing obviously, and but also importantly my mental health. And life, So I don't know. I just wanted to kind of stop and talk about it, because otherwise I was just gonna keep these emotions inside and not let them out. And I know that's not healthy. But yeah. Some days are better than others. Some days I can think of her and I won't cry, because I know it's not the last time I've seen her. Like, I'm gonna see her again. But some days are harder than others, and I don't know. Anytime I'm back at her house, I get emotional. Sometimes more than others. I've broken down in tears a couple times when I was at her house after her passing. Because Grandpa's still with us, checking on him and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know, being at the place where it was the last place she lived, and then where she moved on. Oh man, it's tough. That was tough. Because I was right there when she died. I held her hand. I didn't say it out loud, but I felt like she could hear me. I just felt like she was trying to cling on as long as she could, because she worried about everything, about everyone, because she just wanted to make sure everything was okay with her children, with her grandkids, her husband. I know she's worried about me, but I've luckily worked through my mental health and depression and all that, so yeah. I didn't speak to her physically, but I spoke to her mentally, and I let her know it's okay to go. You don't gotta stick around, we'll be alright. And I'll see you again. Then moments later, they pronounced her. It doesn't matter how much time you have with your loved ones. You're always gonna think of the times you could have spent more time with them. And that's a terrible thing to do to yourself, because you shouldn't do that. I've done it, and I still kind of do, but just enjoy the time you got. There's no point in beating yourself up over times you could have been there more, even though I was with her quite a lot. I just, you know, I feel like you guys still been there more, but it is what it is. Oh man. It's an emotional start to the morning. It's not even 8 o'clock. Oh, fuck. All right. Oh, man. Oh, man. Sure miss her. I miss her. I know I'm gonna see her again, but it's just it might be a little while. I mean, I broke down crying as soon as I got into that. Like, this is a more calmer state than I was just in. I was breaking down in tears when I pulled up to that place where she, you know. Luckily, I don't think because I dropped off an order for somebody and I handed it to them, and yeah, I don't think they noticed that I was very upset. I wiped away my tears when I got in the building, and whew. Dang. Oh, man. All right. Well, you gotta process your emotions. You gotta let them out somehow. So this is how I'm doing it. I don't care that I'm putting myself crying and stuff and upset on online and whatnot. That doesn't bother me. This is this is just me, kind of tracking my progress in my life and whatnot. So, and this is part of it. So, all right. Well, it was an emotional start to the morning. We will see what the rest of this day brings. Hopefully less tears. It's all right. It's all good. All right. I just had to let some of that out. All right. Anyways, we'll continue on to the next part of the video, starting now. All right, so later in the day, later at night, Zack. Oh man, did a lot of work and stuff today. Yeah, really tired. Also, I worked on like kind of cleaning and organizing my house, which is nice. Still working on that, still in progress, I guess. But got this whole bookshelf, which is behind you. Kind of working on that, organizing books and moving things around, and still a bunch of stuff. See, it's got all this stuff. I gotta figure out where it all goes, and yeah, I got books and that's trash can. Books. Yeah, books. It's hard to do this with the thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, books. Yeah, there's books right there. Yeah. And all the books here and stuff. And yeah, so kind of working on all that right there. Anywho, yeah, so worked, did some cleaning, I wrote a few pages of my book, so that was good. Read a few chapters of the book I'm reading, also good. Did not work out, whatever, I was busy, so it is what it is. Yeah. Mental health. I would say is that a 7. It was good. Pretty good day. Pretty good day. I had an emotional start to the day, as you saw. And, you know, it is what it is. I feel better now, you know. And, you know, believe what you want, but I have what I believe, and I believe she kind of, in the way that she knew she could reach me. My grandmother, she told me, I'm here, it's all good, you don't need to be upset, I'm always right by your side. And I could tell you how she said that. I mean, it wasn't through words, I didn't hear her voice or whatever. But there's this sort of code I really believe that she has caught on to, that I've caught on to. And I feel like it's little things like that like people from the other side really do talk to us and try to get our attention, but they're not exactly as we are now in this physical vessel, this physical world. They're, you know, far more than we are right now, more than we can really imagine, and so they find ways of letting us know they're there and letting you know that those messages are from that specific person. And yeah, maybe one day I'll go into all that, what exactly, you know, but it's really not that important. It's more just for me, you know, it's just her way of saying, hey, it's all good, feel your emotions, it's all good, and she's doing good. So yeah. But yeah, got quite emotional there. Luckily, I wasn't nearly as upset on camera as I was right before that, because I was a mess. Oh man, I don't know. All the emotions, they just kind of flood as soon as I got there. Like, I could tell that that's where I was heading before I got there, and I was like, golly. I literally said out loud, I was like, why are you doing this to me? And then, you know, I pulled in, and I was like, yep, this is where it happened. And then it became a sobbing mess in the car, and then I went inside, handed off the order to the person. They didn't notice I was crying, hopefully. Didn't seem like it. And, you know, then I left, and, you know, and then I made that video. So anyway, it is what it is. I'm all good. All grand. Anywho, today's been a good day. I feel like today was very productive. You know, like I really, this place is, I'm really working to get this place more organized and clean, and right now it's kind of in the in between stage, so it's a little messy and stuff, but it is what it is. You know, I did pretty good on when I went out and worked. I made some good money, and yeah, I mean, I wrote a few pages, and I read some chapters. So today has been a success, my dude. Anywho, I am gonna go ahead and sign off. This has been Zack Attack for Zack Track 26, I think. Anyways, I hope everybody's having a good day, and I love ya. All right, bye.